Hello, my little artichokes. It is good to see you again. It's good to talk to you, even if it's one-sided. If you were at the Zoom meeting last week, you know how super awkward it was because everybody was muted and it was just me talking and it was like, ooh. So this is better somehow. Not much better. We'll go with it. I miss you guys. Mrs. Zing misses you. And I know you're tired of hearing that, but it's true. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah. Ignore my shoes and some of my clothing as I am remodeling my floors and needed to get them out of my room for the time being. It's just a fun background that I put together for you guys. Okay. I was going to summarize the chapters that we've read up till now, but literally I just filmed that and it was a 17-minute video. I didn't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to just give you kind of a, here's what's going on and here's what to expect. In our book so far, we really have just seen, some background, how Scout lives, what kind of person she is, her neighbors, all that jazz. And we're starting to get into the more important part of the book, the more interesting part, in my opinion, where we are going to see Atticus and his job as a lawyer. He's going to be presiding over a trial. Presiding over is not the word I was looking for, but we're going to roll with that. He's going to be the defense attorney during this trial, and he is defending a man named Tom Robinson, which we will hear more about, but as of right now, we really know that Tom was accused of rape and that he is a black man living in, racist Macomb, Alabama in the 1930s. So, Atticus fully intends to do his best in this trial. He wants to get Tom Robinson free, and that's really, if you'd noticed throughout the chapters so far, that's really why people are being hateful toward Atticus. It's not that he's defending a black man, it's that he's defending a black man. He's gonna try. He knows right from wrong, and that's something he's trying to teach his children. So, with that in mind, at the end of the part 1 of the book, at the end of chapter 11, we get to see one of the best parts, in my opinion, of the book, which is where Atticus teaches his children the true meaning of bravery, of courage. He says, I got my book. He says, I wanted you to see what real courage is, instead of getting the idea that courage is a man with a gun in his hand. It's when you know that you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway, and you see it through no matter what. So Atticus's definition of courage is knowing that you can't win or knowing that you're going to fail, but doing it anyways, standing up for it anyways. That's what he views true bravery as. And we see true bravery in this chapter through Mrs. DeBose, which you wouldn't expect because she's just a hateful woman. But it turns out that Mrs. DeBose was suffering from an addiction, and she was trying to get rid of her addiction. She was trying to die not beholden to anything. She wanted to be free. And she did it. And that was what true courage was to Atticus, is knowing that it's going to be hard, knowing that you might not make it, but doing it anyways. So, I wanted to share that with you because, honestly, that's so beautiful to me. I know, I'm sappy and old and stuff, but anyways. It's beautiful, the way that Atticus views courage, and I think that's something we all could do, and I hope that we will do. Okay. With that in mind, we are about to start part 2. Part 2 is going to see the actual trial itself, and it really gets interesting. Even if you're not interested in trials or like procedural cop dramas, this is a really interesting part of the book. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say throughout this part, you kind of see how people can change based on their situations, I guess, and how people are not always as nice deep down as you might expect. I don't know. Obviously, there's going to be some bad people in the next few chapters. There's, a family that we've already heard of who are going to pop back up, who do some very hateful things. With that in mind, I hope that throughout the next part of this book, you are actually enjoying it, because I love this part. And I will update you guys again as I can. I love you guys. I really do miss you. I know that this distance learning is frustrating, so I hope that you are going to ask me questions as you have those questions. I do send out emails pretty frequently. I'm kind of required to keep in contact with you daily, whether it's through an assignment, through an email or through a video like this. So just read the email. If at the end of the email it says please respond with, please respond. I want to hear that you're still alive. Okay? So hopefully this is not too tough. We're going to get through it and it'll be over. Eventually it will be over. This isn't the rest of our lives. It's a little bit of time that we're going to suffer. It's not that bad. I know it feels bad right now, but when we look back at it, we're going to be like, oh man, look at how cool we are. Ooh, we could use some of Atticus's true bravery. Knowing this is going to be tough, knowing that it's going to be frustrating, the whole distance learning, being quarantined, all of it. But still doing it, still doing our best to protect our neighbors and our friends. Let's be courageous. Oh my gosh. I'm cringing at myself, but it's okay because I still love it. And I love you guys. Bye!